Well, there really aren't good places in Bloomington.
It's not?
No, sir.
It's just Indiana, the university, huh?
It is day 4 of the Field of 68 college basketball road trip. We are ending it here in Lexington, Kentucky. We're in the Joe Kraft Center here live with Otega Oweh, the star of the Kentucky Wildcats basketball program. Otega, I'm going to start with this, man. You brought a basketball over here for the start of the show with us. Is it because you want to see Jeff Goodman's jump shot?
Dude,
no one's seen Jeff Goodman's jump shot yet.
No, I do. I mean, I see y'all talk about hoops and everything every day, so I want to see y'all put in the basket. Sure.
Well, listen, we have loved you since your team final AAU days. I remember Rob and I sitting next to each other and be like, that is a team final guard, right?
Yeah.
Tough, big, strong. And I think last year, I don't think a lot of people in Lexington knew how good you were.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you knew you were going to have the year you had last year. I'm sure you hoped it.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you learn last year with a team that, again, first-year head coach, didn't know how you were going to play? You guys meshed about as well as any group of, like, new dudes with a new coach could possibly, come together.
Yeah, no, it was a great year. I mean, obviously, we didn't know how the year was going to look, but I feel like Coach Pope did a great job of, just recruiting character instead of, just talent. So, I mean, we made it work because, everyone bought in.
You saying you weren't talented?
Nah, we were super talented, but we were mature.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just, we had a great squad. Obviously, multiple guys had big years. I had a great year. Amari had a good year. Jax, Kobe. So, I mean, everything worked out great, but, I mean, I'm excited for year 2. Yeah.
When Jeff mentioned the team final days, that was the 2021 Peace Jam Champions team final, right? Amani Bates, Jaland Durant, Corey Floyd.
Yep.
I'm blanking. The point guard that went to LSU.
Justice Williams.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were loaded. And I remember watching that team, and you were a defensive menace. You scored a little bit. It was like, okay, that dude's tough. You could tell he's got a football player in his family.
Yeah.
This past season, 16 points a game. What surprised you about what you were able to accomplish last year?
I mean, it might sound cocky or, over the top, but like I really put in work. That's always kind of been my MO. Like I've always been on really good teams where, top ranked guys. So I've always had to find ways to, be productive and, the defense, that's my calling card, but I'm trying to be one of the best two-way players in the country. So I know I got to produce on both sides, but I mean, it's really just how I came up, literally, just playing with good teams and knowing I have to stand out some type of way. So I try to bring that wherever I go.
So I almost didn't recognize you with the hair.
Yeah.
You come out here, I'm like, who is that dude?
I know. A lot of people got to get used to it. I mean, I just want to try something new.
Different year, different look?
Literally. Just, it's a new era.
Yeah, it is.
I had dreads for a long time, so and I just want to try something new.
You don't
That's
look
all
as tough.
I don't.
No.
All right, so now I gotta tell you that's not true. I gotta tell you that's not true.
We know you are tough.
Yeah,
all right?
exactly.
You don't have to prove it. So what's it been like with this new group? Because again, like you said, last year it was a special year here because I think a lot of people knew how good you were going to be, and I think a lot of people questioned Mark Pope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, it's probably going to be the same things this year.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to question you guys.
I don't think they'll question, but it's a new squad, so a lot of people might be uncertain. So I mean, I'm really excited for this year.
Why? Why does this team have a chance to be even better than last year?
We're super deep. I mean, we could do a platoon sub, like we could go from 1 all the way to 13. Like, we're super deep. I mean, the guys are hungry. Everyone has a chip on their shoulder. Like, individually, if you go down the line, everyone has something to prove this year. So I feel like when you have a team like that, that's a great recipe.
Who has been the most impressive of the new guys? Who are you sitting here saying, you guys got to watch out for this dude?
If I'm being honest, I'd say Jaland Lowe. He's a point guard. Like, he's go out there, lead the team. Last year he had things that he wanted to improve on, which was defense and, his toughness. But, he's come here and he's just dominated in terms of his physicality, being aggressive. He's winning one-on-one drills. Although I haven't been out there to take that away from him.
That's why.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, he's really surprised me. I feel like he's really going to do a good job leading this team.
So he's enjoying that one-on-one success until you get back and healthy?
Oh, yeah. I already told him, just wait.
It's over?
2 more weeks. Yeah, we right back out there.
So give us an update on where you're kind of at right now and what happened.
Yeah, I had a turf toe. I've been out for like 4 weeks, so now I'm like 2 weeks in for me to get back onto the course. So, it was a good rehab process, but, I did have
just
turf toe.
cautious, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if there were real games, you'd be out there, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%. They're still trying to stop me from doing the little stuff I'm doing
Yeah, it
now.
doesn't
But
matter. Right now, you got to pace yourself.
Yeah,
You're an old guy.
They got to get you on the phone with Joe Burrow's doctor
I hate
then.
to hear that. Yeah, we actually did meet with them, though. The same doctor.
Yeah?
Same doctor, yeah, Rob Anderson.
Would your brother
Yeah.
be playing right now if he had turf toe?
He probably would too.
You think? No, he definitely
that's what
would.
I'm saying. It's in the
Come on.
blood. We both want to be out there, even if we got something.
Who's the toughest in the family?
I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Just because of what he has to do every Sunday.
Yeah, it's a little different.
That's what I'm
little
saying.
different
Yeah.
level of physicality.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Kudos to him that he could do it because I know I
can't.
couldn't.
Did you play football?
I did.
Till?
I stopped in 6th grade because that's when they start getting serious. So I'm like, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit every day. Like I'm good. So,
it's a lot better to hit people when you're in the basketball court. You have to worry about the pads and all that.
Exactly.
Were you a good football player?
I was a running back. I could probably count on my hands how many times I got tackled, but that's not here or there.
So this team, how different is it? Because, again, you said the depth. I would say the athleticism, too.
Yeah.
Looks different.
Definitely. We have multiple subs or like rotations where we could switch 1 through 5. So I would say that's definitely something that's different. We're taller and more athletic in literally every spot. So, I mean, I'm super excited, really.
After sitting here and watching practice, right?
Yeah.
The guy that really stood out to me, I was not expecting it, was Andre Yelovich.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
There we go.
He's bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah.
He could shoot it better than I realized. Got a little bit of Andrew Carr vibes watching him. Is that fair?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what Coach Pope was looking for, at that 4th spot. We have 2 kind of like opposite players, I would say, Mo Dioubate and then Yella, that's what we call him. I mean, Mo is just a dominant. He's going to make his presence known, but Yella, he's kind of smooth, could shoot it, handle it. So, I mean, it's just switching up the looks when we play. So,
yeah. So when Mo came in,
Yeah.
you guys did battle with him last year.
Yeah.
Now he's on your team. Was it a little awkward that first time he walked in the
Nah,
locker room?
I'm so happy he's on my team now because, I mean, playing against him was crazy. That was like, we had to try and figure ways to, like, get him out of our accent last year. So now, I mean, other teams are going to have to do that. On top of our offensive, firepower, we have great defensive lineup, stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm definitely glad we got Mo.
In terms of, the expectations this year, I don't know what they were a year ago. Like, when you went in a year ago, what were you thinking as far as what that team could do? And how does it compare from maybe what the expectations are for you right now?
If I'm being honest, last year, I had never made it to the tournament. So for me, I just really wanted to make it to the tournament. Whatever it was, like, I was just trying to make it to the tournament. But, we had guys that made it all the way to the national championship. Lamont Butler, that's been in the tournament multiple times. So, I mean, the expectation here is always to win a national championship. So last year, that was that. This year, we're trying to hang a banner. We have all the talent. Literally, we have all the talent to do it. So I feel like we could be one of the best teams in the country and do that.
And I think the biggest reason, at least in my opinion, you guys have a chance to be able to win it is because you're back. I feel like, and I said this earlier, I feel like your decision to come back to school, it really flew under the radar nationally. We're probably going to have you as the SEC preseason player of the year.
Probably.
I don't know if you're going to be first team, second team, third. You will be a preseason All-American according to everyone. And when you announced you're coming back to school, it was just kind of like, okay, yeah, always back. Not like, top 10 player in college basketball.
Wait.
Kentucky.
People knew the NIL, the NIL salary of the Kentucky Wildcats. And I think all of us were like, you know what? Well, because it's true. Unless you're a locked first rounder.
Yeah, exactly.
These days, why wouldn't you come back to school?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And that was kind of the whole thing. Obviously everyone's goal is to be a lottery first round pick. And I went through that whole process, got great feedback, and I mean ultimately I feel like it was better for me to come back. Like you said, NIL is great. We have a great squad. We have something brewing where we could win a national championship. So why not come back and 100% solidify myself as a first-round pick? And kind of like what you said earlier, it may have gone under the radar, but I'm completely
happy
fine
with that?
Because that's how I've been all my life. Just
It really
on the
is.
radar and then try and shock people. So
What did the NBA people tell you? Because it's hard. Because on one hand, you obviously want to get to the next level, right? On the other hand, you know what you need to do for this Kentucky team. How do you mesh those two? What do the NBA people tell you, number one? And how do you mesh those two so you make sure you're also prioritizing winning a title here?
Yeah, it's kind of what you said. If we win the title, everyone gets what they want. So kind of like how it was Peace Jam. Like when we won everything, everyone got what they wanted. Everyone got all the offers they wanted, got to where they wanted to go. So the same thing here. They gave me great feedback in terms of what they want me to work on, like my volume in shooting. They want to see my playmaking a little more because I get to the next level. I'll be more like a 2-3. So I mean, those are all things I'm working on. I'm going to show in the game. But ultimately, it's if we win, I feel like that'll catapult everyone, including myself, to the next level.
Where do you feel like you've had the biggest improvement in your game? Where, like, is it shooting? Are you going to be making more threes this year? Like, where do you feel like you've done?
I'm going to be making more threes this year. I feel like I could have done that last year as well. It's just more of me taking them. But I think overall, my whole game, every year, I take pride in, just getting better every single year. So I feel like my ball handling's gotten better, my three-point, mid-range, everything, if I'm being honest.
What about as a leader?
Yeah.
I mean, you are the guy back. Yeah. I don't know how much, like, you're vocal now.
Yeah.
Explain to me a little bit, kind of, have you been a leader over the years? Is this a little bit new to you, and how are you approaching it?
This is new to me for sure, and it's something I'm working on every day. But for me, I'm kind of a lead by example kind of guy, but I'm trying to get out my comfort zone a lot this year. And
you're not jumping any dudes yet?
No, I mean, I'm trying. Like I said, I'm trying to get out my comfort zone a little bit. So I've been doing it, but I just got to try and find my style of leading, which is, like I said, lead by example, but also got to hold guys accountable as well.
So you're a communications major, right?
I am. Yeah.
Are you coming for our job? Is that the goal?
Once I'm done, yeah. I mean, or we could do it together, man.
Right,
like,
that's fine.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah.
No, you're good at this.
I appreciate that.
Seriously, I mean, this is something that I think.
All right, so we're gonna put him on the spot for one. Let's see what this answer is.
Okay.
What if Kentucky cuts down the nets?
Yes.
That first weekend in April, you guys win the national championship. What is the one biggest thing that has to have happened over the course of the season?
After we win it or before?
For you guys to be able to win it.
In order to win it.
Yeah.
We have to be a top 5 defensive team. So I'd say, literally, we gotta hold guys down like the other team to a very low field goal percentage. I feel like if we're good, if we're top 5 on the defensive end, offensive, we know what we could do. So it's really gonna be defense for us.
What's it been like for you? Because again, you were at Oklahoma. Let's face it, football. Yeah. To be here at Kentucky and have the year you guys had, which, again, I just think got momentum. You could sense the excitement around here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What's it been like for you here? I mean, are they treating you like a god, pretty much?
It's been night and day. Like you said, Oklahoma is a football school. This is like the basketball mecca. So, I mean, sometimes I still can't believe it, if I'm being honest. Just
because you've never had this.
I never had this. Like we leaving the facility now. You'll see people will be waiting outside. So that's just a testament to BBN and how much love they show to their guys. So
they're crazy,
but I love them. I love them.
No, when they're on your side, they're really good. They haven't always been on my side, Otega, but they are now.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that side.
No, you do not. You do not. Trust me. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to say, like, the adjustment to being in the spotlight, right? Like, when you're in high school, you're the star in your town, but, like, that's kind of it, right? And then you get to Oklahoma, and there's certain people that know who you are. Mm-hmm. A lot more people know who the starting quarterback is.
Yeah.
When you're here, I feel like everything that you do is kind of under a microscope. And was that an adjustment for you? Like, just getting used to the fact that you'll probably get more attention here than you'll ever get at any other point in your basketball career?
Yeah, it wasn't really an adjustment because, before I even got here, I feel like Coach Pope did a good job of letting everyone know, like, this is what it is, because obviously he played here, so he knows. So that kind of gets you ready for that next level in terms of, like, you always being under a microscope. Like, you got to watch what you're doing. Like, you got to carry yourself a certain way. So
everyone's always got a camera phone out ready to record if you do the wrong thing.
So just always got to be on your P's and Q's.
Well, I think even in addition to that, how much different is it now? Okay, you're at Kentucky, you're winning, you got the microscope, and then you're making all this money. So you're kind of a target.
Yeah.
Like, how much you have to worry about that and everybody who's trying to get at you now because, In the old, it wasn't the same. It just wasn't. You guys are making real money now.
Yeah, we are, and it's hard, but I try and keep, the same circle that I've had before all this stuff happened, because those are the people that's gonna keep you grounded, I feel like, and you just gotta block all those noises out, because at the end of the day, I'm still here to play basketball and go to school. So, I mean, we're under more microscope now because of NIL and all those type of things, but you just gotta keep the main thing.
Yeah. Last thing I got for you is the guy that I kind of have circled as the most interesting player coming back is BG. It felt like towards the end of the season, he started to process the game a little better.
Yeah.
He started to kind of figure out when he can make that backdoor pass. He started to kind of pick up the offense a little bit more. What have you seen out of him this summer?
Yeah, this is probably the hardest that BG's worked all summer. Just one of my closest friends, so I talk to him every day. I know what he was doing this summer, so I know what's going to come this year. And, I know he was a McDonald's All-American.
Talent's there.
That's what I'm saying. He showed some great flashes last year, so I'm excited for what he does this year.
All right, I'm going to end on this. Give me your favorite or your best or your craziest Mark Pope story.
Mark Pope story.
Have you?
Okay.
Does he swear at all? Have you ever heard him swear? You have.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I've never really heard him swear.
When we've been down at half a couple times, or the game ain't go the way it's supposed to.
Or kick something in the locker room, throw something.
I've seen some good emotion, but I would say my favorite story is before I committed. Obviously, he was recruiting me at BYU, and then the night he got the job, I want to say the next morning he called me, flew in that same day, and it was later in the day. I could see in his face he was exhausted, he was he came at probably 10 p.m. and looked like he wanted to sleep in the chair that we were talking. So it was that just showed me how serious he was. He came damn near the middle of the night, and I know he was all over the place, but he still made his time out to come meet with me and my family. So that was something that was big for me.
Yeah. Well, listen, Otega, it's great to catch up, man. It's great to see you. Get healthy soon. We want to see you back out there on the court. We got more here from Kentucky's practice, Field of 68, college basketball road trip.
As you know by now, we have teamed up with BetMGM again this season. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we will have special offers for Field of 68 fans, including same-game parlays, best-in-class live betting, and daily odds boost. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD to get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app. You sign up using bonus code FIELD. You deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game, and you receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Make this college basketball season one for the history books. Make it legendary. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. The college basketball season will begin right here on the Field of 68. At 8 a.m. on November 3rd, we will be tipping off the inaugural Field of 68 opening day marathon. 15 hours of non-stop basketball. It will begin in Rock Hill, presented by our friends at Visit York County. Plan your itinerary today at visityorkcounty.com. Winthrop will face off with Queens in the opener, followed by Bradley taking on St. Bonaventure. Then we head out to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where it'll be presented by Sanford Sports, who is changing the way people play and making sports accessible and fun for all. Murray State gets Omaha at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, with Drake taking on Northern Arizona in the second game in Sioux Falls. Then it's back to Rock Hill for a showdown between Furman and High Point, with Merrimack taking on South Dakota State in Sioux Falls in the nightcap. Tickets for all 6 games are on sale now at the links in the description below. Field of 68, opening day.
Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky. We are live here at the Joe Kraft Center for Kentucky's practice. The last day, thankfully, of the Field of 68 college basketball road trip. I didn't tell you.
I got 4 more stops.
Yeah, good.
You're going home.
You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be hosting all alone. You're going to be hosting all by yourself. So, the reactions from this practice so far, right? It's tough to get a gauge on it because you're missing 2 important pieces. Right, Otega's not out there. Jaden Quaintance isn't out there.
But that's kind of good in a way. We've seen Otega. Yep. We know what Jaden Quaintance can do, and hopefully we'll get him on maybe at the end of the show today. But the depth as Otega said, the depth. And, we're watching out here today, and I'm looking at the Noah. And we saw him last year make what? How many threes did he make in the first half? 3 threes in the first half against Tennessee? Felt like a million. The crowd went crazy. And again, this is a kid that's their best shooter, their best pure shooter. And he's going to have trouble getting on the court for extended. He's going to play. But there might be nights where he doesn't get on the court at all, Rob. Mm-hmm. That's how deep this team is. And, again, we know the resources. They're number one in the country in terms of money spent for NIL. But I think Pope did a good job putting this team together because it's not just what you would expect a typical Mark Pope team, right? He's got some of those guys who can shoot it, who can move it. But he's also got some guys like Dioubate who came in and will give you
that's the really interesting part. And little behind the scenes here for the people that are listening is that when they break up to do their individuals before they went up and down, they had the 3-5 men together. They had the guards. I thought it was interesting. Collin Chandler was with Denzel Aberdeen, was with Jasper Johnson, was with Jalen Lowe.
Yeah.
They had the bigger wings. It was Cam Williams, it was Trent Noah, and it was Braden Hawthorne, who, by the way, we'll talk about him in a second. And then they had Mo Dioubate with Andrea Jelovich, which is a fascinating
difference in
two different ways that you can play. You have an absolute junkyard dog of an undersized 4-man that is out there to guard, is out there to board, and is out there to wreak havoc on opposing offenses. And then you have a guy who is a 6'11" scorer, who's got some handle, who knocks down threes, who is everything that you expect out of kind of like a European 5, European 4. So I think that was the one of the things I circled was those are the two guys that are playing the 4 together. Those are two completely different ways you can play.
Well, the other thing is, let's face it, last year, remember, they were playing without a point guard for a lot of the year. And I think Mark Pope, said, all right, I have this money. I'm going to make sure I have the depth that I'm not playing shorthanded again. No matter what happens here, we're going to have multiple guys who can make plays. We're going to have multiple 5s. Again, their perimeter is incredible. Incredible. Their 7th perimeter guy would probably play 30 minutes a game on 330 teams. Seriously. Yeah. Now, that's not an exaggeration.
No, it's not.
It's crazy to me. So, Mark Pope probably one of his biggest strengths is dealing with people. And I think one of his biggest challenges this year is going to be how he manages.
And it's not just from the start, because what's going to end up happening is whenever Jaden comes back, there's going to be a certain rotation. There's going to be a certain depth chart. There's going to be a certain expectation of minutes, of shots, of time. You even see it in practice now. There are guys that are on the white team versus the blue team that may end up being on the blue team or even on the green team at practice because you get this guy back that is, one, he's 2 inches taller than the last time I saw him. 2, he put on 40 pounds the good way. Not the way you put on 40 pounds. The good way putting on 40 pounds. He's an absolute monster.
Yeah, they just got, again, you just look back here and you're like, wow. And again, I'm not sure it's the highest end talent, right? It's not like they've got a lot of really good players, but you don't look and you're not like lottery pick after lottery pick like when they used to come here. But all I'm saying is it's a different approach than John Calipari. It's a completely different approach than Cal took, right? Mm-hmm. Cal just wanted to stockpile talent, get lottery picks, get them to the NBA, have a chance to out-talent everybody else.
Well,
this team is a mix.
I think I would make the argument that Pope is stockpiling talent as well. He goes 12 deep, man. He's stockpiling, but here's the thing. He's bringing in guys that are here because they want to win at Kentucky specifically. Whereas what Cal did was he brought in players that had a relationship with Cal that knew that was the way they can get to the NBA. So Kentucky was the byproduct. Right now you have guys here that, because Kentucky, I don't want to say it's the end point because that's the wrong way to phrase it, but a lot of the players here, this is going to be the point in their basketball career where they make the most money of their life.
It's a completely different field.
Yes.
It's being here, and again, I wasn't welcome here for a lot of years, but I've been in here. I mean, a couple years ago, again, I remember Kellen Grady and some of the players, and when I was here, Oscar Shibwe that year, I was here a few times, even in the practice facility a little bit, and it just, the positivity I mean, that's part
You know
of it.
what we need right now? We need to get you blinders so that you stop looking over your shoulder at the practice. It's like you're like a dog seeing a squirrel. Squirrel.
I want to watch some practice here, and I'm trying to peek over there. But the difference is you'd see Cal, and Cal, it would be tough love. I mean, that's what it was, and he did great with it. He prepared his guys for the NBA with tough love. That's not Mark Pope. That's not who he is. He's out here kind of joking around, laughing. He's not going to jump dudes very often. It might happen occasionally, like Otega said, but that's not his MO. His MO is a little bit more, positivity, and certainly it worked last year to a T. I mean, again, that team was so together, and I think if Otega can kind of lead this team and get them to play together, and it's easier said than done when you have this many guys.
You know what else I thought was really interesting from practice today? Is when they broke out to do their individual workouts, there was no throw the ball into the post. We're going to work on this back down move, this jump hook, this up and under. It was all the fives were doing ball handling drills. Between. Go. They would set up those. If you could see over there behind Goodwin's left shoulder, the little pop-up defender, they'd set up 2 of those, and you'd have to throw a bounce pass between it to get used to throwing those backdoor passes on time and on target. And I thought, how many basketball practices do you go to at this level where the fives don't go through any post reps?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen it. And this is a shorter practice today, but I don't think I've ever seen it out of fives. But I think, Mark Pope's big focus, part of it is he wants this team to become a better shooting team, too.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said, last year we set the record, the Kentucky record for threes made. And this year we're going to break it.
We're going to have to shoot a lot of threes to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll break it. I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting. I look at the makeup of this team, and I say to myself, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to imagine them making more threes than they made last year.
Well, so that's the one biggest concern that I have is that the best teams that Pope has had has been like the floor spacing and the running off of screens and shooters at 3 or 4 different spots on the floor. And I don't know if this is necessarily that makeup.
Okay, but he coached at BYU. He wasn't getting the dudes, some of the dudes he got here. He wasn't.
Well, that's what I'm like. So let's see what this ends up being. That doesn't mean he can't do it, but
that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's got an advantage over that. He can recruit different types of players a whole lot easier. Just like Cal. Like when Cal was here, if you remember early on, he was taking some Memphis dudes. That's what he did, and then it started to get to a point where he knew he had a bigger like pool that he could dip into at Kentucky, and he did. And I think Mark Pope's trying to figure that out right now. Obviously, at BYU, he was a little bit limited athletically. And even his first year at Kentucky, a little bit limited athletically. Look at him now. They are not limited athletically.
They are not. They are not at all.
And they're big. And again, Malachi Moreno.
He's enormous.
I don't know how much he's going to play this year.
He is an enormous human being.
But I think the smart thing, too, is you've got all these guys, and you're going to lose some of them after this year. And now you're at a point where, okay, a kid like Malachi Moreno, he kind of knows what he's getting into this year. And then it's about retention, right? It's just about retention, and you already have a plan in place for him. And hopefully he's not thinking he's going to play more than, a few minutes a game. Wait your turn, and next year you come in and you're ready. You know the system. You know Kentucky. You played against really good bigs for the whole year in practice. You're getting better. I mean, again, I just think they set themselves up with this depth to be good every year, to not fall off so much because it's going to be next man up.
Yeah. Can we talk about Braden Hawthorne now?
Yeah, I really don't know much about him and didn't know much about him, but Mark Fox was telling us about his upside, and he's right.
Oh,
you look at him and you're like, whoa, how did people, I don't know, what was he ranked?
Well, I think he was top 40-ish, but here's the thing about him is his legs are about the size of the poles holding up our cameras on our tripod right now, right? His arms aren't much bigger than that. Yeah. He's really slender through the shoulders, but he's out here hitting threes. Yeah. He's 6'10". He is long.
A year from now, you're going to know
there were a couple plays that he made in practice here where you're just like, what the? Who is doing that? And then there are a couple times where you watch him and you're like, yeah, he's got to figure it out a little bit.
Let's get the show on the road here.
Why don't
you doing? I mean, we're behind schedule here.
Why don't you go over there, walk over there, and tell him
just right in the middle? Like, come on, Pope, let's get over here. He will be here in a minute, just so everybody knows. And we've got a couple special surprises in store for Mark Pope. We might do mean tweets, which we've done the last couple guests that we've had. Coaches, Pat Kelsey down the road, actually did it pretty well, didn't he, yesterday?
Yeah, he did.
Right? Painter.
He did.
A lot of people saying fire Mac Painter. Painter did those Friday pretty well. We didn't put Darren DeVries through that gauntlet.
We're going to, you know what? I think that we should make this be a permanent segment. We need to start doing Jeff Goodman mean tweets.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's right up my alley. Like, this is, I think we have it for every guest ever.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know about every guest.
Not everybody? Every coach?
We're going to be joined here in a minute by Coach Pope. They're finishing their practice here. Coach Pope. Mark Pope.
Okay.
You don't like Coach Pope?
No.
All right.
Mark Pope.
Mark Pope, when we get back, will be here on set with us. Until then, this has been fun, man. Good practice to watch.
What do you mean until then? We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we're going to break.
I get it. It's like you're signing off for something. We'll be right back after this with Mark Pope.
As you know by now, we have teamed up with BetMGM again this season. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we will have special offers for Field of 68 fans, including same-game parlays, best-in-class live betting, and daily odds boost. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD to get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app. You sign up using bonus code FIELD. You deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game, and you receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Make this college basketball season one for the history books. Make it legendary. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. The college basketball season will begin right here on the Field of 68. At 8 a.m. on November 3rd, we will be tipping off the inaugural Field of 68 opening day marathon. 15 hours of non-stop basketball. It will begin in Rock Hill, presented by our friends at Visit York County. Plan your itinerary today at visityorkcounty.com. Winthrop will face off with Queens in the opener, followed by Bradley taking on St. Bonaventure. Then we head out to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where it'll be presented by Sanford Sports, who is changing the way people play and making sports accessible and fun for all. Murray State gets Omaha at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, with Drake taking on Northern Arizona in the second game in Sioux Falls. Then it's back to Rock Hill for a showdown between Furman and High Point, with Merrimack taking on South Dakota State in Sioux Falls in the nightcap. Tickets for all 6 games are on sale now at the links in the description below. Field of 68 opening day. Would you be surprised to find out that the Field of 68 is home to more than 35 podcasts? More than 25 team-specific podcasts that are hosted by the people that know what fans want the most. The Goodman and Hummel podcast, the DTF podcast, the A10 Insider podcast, and the Mountain West podcast. But wait, there's even more. The Field of 68 will be launching the ACC Insider podcast this year. Subscribe to this channel and come along for the ride. Do you need your fix of college basketball analysis at the end of every night during the season? If you crave instant reactions and informed breakdowns, make sure you tune into the Field of 68 After Dark every night, with access to the biggest stars in the sport and a cast of characters that includes the likes of Tyler Hansborough, Randolph Childress, John Fanta, John Henson, Terrence Oglesby, Jarrell McNeil, and many, many more. The Field of 68 After Dark is where college basketball happens.
Athlete AI is the story of an athlete. And every athlete deserves to have the story told. Under the lights and in the spotlight, this is your moment, your rule. Download, capture, create, and share. Athlete AI. Your name is Trent.
Well, welcome back to the final day of the Field of 68 College Basketball Road Trip, and we are now joined by Kentucky head coach Mark Pope. Coach, what's going on, man? It's great to see you.
Please tell me that you guys are driving around to Winnebago.
We need one.
No, like, could you imagine like the tour bus? Do you have a tour bus?
We've been on the run.
No, we have 3 Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Oh, you guys are like the White House. You're driving around in black SUVs. Oh, fair enough.
We try to. See, this right here, that's Connor in the black shirt over there, all right? Connor, let's just say, has a little bit of a lead foot. So when he's leading the way, he's gone. So he's gone.
When his mom hears this, she's not going to be happy to hear he was going 115.
License suspended? Yes. When I was at Utah Valley, it's a very special place to me. It was our first year, and it was the end of the recruiting period. We had like 16 hours left. And so we actually went and rented with our entire recruiting budget. We rented a Winnebago. We pasted like UVU stuff all over it. And we made a grand tour from like Utah through Utah to Idaho to the tip of Washington back down. I think we saw 5 guys. I think we were like 3 for 5. It was unbelievable.
Who was in charge of the music?
Well, the problem was after we finished, I was the one driving home. It was danger because I'm a terrible driver, especially with a big vehicle.
How many tickets have you gotten in your lifetime? Over under 5.
You know, I was at the U19s in Switzerland, and so went out 2 days early. Took Leanne out 2 days early, and we had like a 2.5 hour drive to get to Lausanne. And so we're driving, and it's just like awesome. We're flying. It's like the Autobahn, right? That's what I thought. And then we're driving back late the next night, and like I keep seeing it's like blinking. Right? I'm driving through tunnels. All of a sudden, there's a big.
How fast are you going? How fast are you going?
I was going fast, but safe.
Okay.
So we have quite a fine from. It turns out they were taking.
How bad?
It was not good.
Come on, tell me.
It was not quite as much as the ice cream at Rupp Arena last year, but it was somewhere in the vicinity.
I got a bad one about 2 years ago driving from where was I? SoCon to Charlotte late at night.
Oh boy!
I had to take the driver's class.
Oh
yeah. Otherwise, you got to pay a huge number.
Tell him how fast you were going.
Was I a 95?
He was going 90, like 97 and a 65.
It was late.
Just
you deserved it
first. To all the listeners of Field
Safety first, that's right.
Safety first, especially. We did have a huge success with Jaden Quaintance. Did you hear about this?
Oh, I heard.
Yeah. Yes.
I heard you manipulated the system a little bit here with him.
We before he went off, we did a whole course. A whole cone course in the football parking lot. Yes. It didn't go well. Exam 1, not a success in his first try.
Yeah.
Exam 2, actually a different state, not so good. Exam 3.
Where did you take him?
Now
Where was exam 3?
I can't disclose all that information, but all you need to know is he is a licensed
driver.
Official.
Would you drive with him, though? Here's the question. If
100%, because he has been tested more than any driver.
So good. All right.
So true or false? The person that administered that third test, they now have courtside seats at Rupp Arena.
Nope.
That's right.
It was by the book. It was legit. It was absolutely legit.
It's Cody Fugger. That's his other job.
So let's talk about Jaden's knee and kind of where he is in that recovery. Well, I'll get this on track for us.
Let's go.
We have to talk about something real.
Yeah, real.
No, probably won't.
How healthy is he? We saw him out here shooting. He was knocking down some free throws. He's in the jersey now, but he wasn't practicing 5-on-5.
He's like in the 5.5 month stage right now. He is. Like, his numbers are ridiculous. I need to send Randy Town over here to talk about what he's done, but right now he went from like when he first got to a 46% strength asymmetry between his legs in all different categories, and now he's at a 3%. Mind you, that's talking about a 3% asymmetry with a strength that's like 20% higher than the average same size and weight of an NBA player. Mm-hmm. Like, this kid is. Have you given him 5 yet?
Yeah, it hurts.
I'm sending him over here to give you.
It hurts.
That kid is special.
Oh my gosh!
Like, forget about him on the court.
Yeah.
I've talked to the guys at Arizona State a lot, and people have been around him, and even when he comes over.
Yeah.
And I know he kicks your you-know-what in chest.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's leave that alone.
He says he's 5-1.
4. He said 4. He said 1-4. I'm taking.
He wanted me to play him.
I thought it was 5-1.
I haven't played chess since I was probably like.
No, I'm gonna tell you, this kid like you talk about the intent. He's like Tim Duncan a little bit. You remember how Tim would just say stuff under his breath that didn't mean anything just to screw with you on the court? So when we're playing chess, like, and I'm locked in, I'm like, I think I got him. I'm excited. All of a sudden, he'll, like, halfway through, like, we've been playing for half an hour. All of a sudden, he'll start humming. But it's just like, it's not a humming a tune. It's like this monotone. And then I'm like, oh, no. And invariably, like, he's seeing something that's going to get me. The kid's a savant, man. He's special. He is
when
special,
do you
like
think, if you had to timetable it, when is your best guess that JQ comes back and we see him play in a game in a Kentucky uniform?
I do know that we are going to proceed with the utmost caution. He's making light
Good answer,
speed.
Coach.
Well, no, I'm being honest.
I know, I got you.
He's actually passing benchmarks faster than we thought he humanly possibly could.
But you got to be smart.
With that said, we're going to still be smart because he's got an incredible future in this game. And so, he's so physical and strong and explosive that he could probably trick us. And so we're going to be really cautious. We have a whole map laid out. We're going to see how it goes. I mean, listen, I would love to see him, on the court full speed tomorrow. It's probably not going to happen. We'll see. How about that for obfuscating?
That was good.
That was a good job, man. Good job. Has he grown? Is he taller?
Yes.
He looks taller. He looks bigger.
There's some social media thing. We changed his height. Deb! Come here, I need you. Can we bring Deb on?
Yes.
Of course.
So Deb Moore is probably the most seasoned, legendary, most beloved SID in the country.
Yes.
That might be true.
She doesn't want to get on camera now.
So come in here.
Deb wants no part of camera.
Deb, help us with this. So I saw some social media buzz about Jane. Did we change his height on our roster?
J-Lo or
JQ.
Yeah, he grew a couple of.
Okay, so we did. We did actually change it. Huh? All right, there you go. There you have it from
He grew.
The maestro.
He grew.
If Deb says it, it's true.
He grew and Pope shrank.
Listen, Deb knows everything. If she says it, it's true.
All right, so we're here watching practice, and both Rob and I are saying, you don't even have two of your best players.
Yeah.
And you're still loaded up.
Yeah.
You are so deep.
Yeah.
How do you manage this?
Yeah.
How do you figure out, again, it's a great problem to have.
It's a great problem.
Great problem to have. But, man, you've got so many dudes that all probably could play big minutes, and they can't all play big minutes.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna play really fast. We're gonna squeeze a boatload of possessions into the game. Last year we were one of two teams in the entire country that had 6 players average in double figures. Only 2 teams did that last year, and we're gonna try and up the ante. We're trying to get to 7 or 8 guys averaging in double figures. Why not? Let's go. The game. There is so much of this game that still remains to be unlocked by college coaches and college teams, and we're trying to go search for it. We're trying to push the envelope, and I think we have the guys to do it.
How hard was it to get these guys to buy into that? And it's probably a little bit difficult to know right now because games haven't been played. Everyone's going to get the same minutes in practice. Once you get into those games, people are going to see they're starting on the bench. How do you manage some of those expectations with guys that have all been the dude where they came from?
Well, there's all this stuff, right? All the stuff. First of all, the guys we recruit winners. We are going out to find winners. And so when you come in with a DNA that your first priority is to go win, that's actually who you want to coach at college. It's actually who you want to coach in the league also, right? And so you start there, and then it's every day. Every day, all of us are dealing with all the emotions and stresses and worries and anxieties that we have. And so it's an everyday connection. Our guys, we have a massive focus here on, I want my guys to leave this program as different human beings than when they came. And
because you did, right?
Yeah, I was blessed that way. I was actually blessed to leave here a different human being than I came, courtesy of Coach Patino and Kentucky. And we're here to hang banners. We're here to send everybody to the league. And we're actually here for guys to walk out of this place different than when they came. Mm-hmm. And that's a big part of that is understanding something bigger than just yourself. And the thing is, when you become a great player is when you understand that there are things bigger than yourself. I'm telling you, it's not either or. It's this and the other. That's really the truth, guys. I'm telling you, it's the truth. And so we have the right guys to do it. So it's an everyday journey to love each other, care about each other, believe in each other, trust the process, and it can take you special.
How do you develop that? Like,
Well, it's again, it's everything. So like today, it was super fun. We talked to our guys about their special hidden talents, and I didn't know this, but Dioubate is also known as motivation. And so next time you see him, say, Mo, I need a daily motivational quote. He's going to have one for you. He gave us 3 today. That's when the guys died. He gave us one before practice and one after practice, like off the top.
So you had no idea.
But I didn't know that this was his talent. But
what's your talent?
You know, guys.
What's your talent?
I'm still
What's
looking.
your special?
I'm still looking. I'm still looking. So I think, listen, it's about love is underrated. You guys, like the world think that that's a soft thing. It's not. It's a winning thing. I'm telling you guys, it's a winning thing. And so we got a lot of love in here right now.
This wasn't the typical Rick Pitino way of doing this. Rick Pitino, it was not about love like you're showing your players. You have clearly adapted and changed over the years. How did this happen?
Well, I'm not ready to discard coach. So certainly it was a different time. It was a different way. When I say discard coach, I'm not ready to just accept the premise of your question. But certainly there's a different tenor for sure. Like coach loves you in a different way. So we say this to our guys all the time. And this is actually true, guys. The people that care about themselves will tell you what you want to hear. The people that care about you will tell you the truth. And coach loved us to death by being the greatest truth teller of all time, right? And so that's love. Our guys are learning that. Like, we're in the middle of a scrimmage. I got my white team is super frustrated. They're down 11-2 to start the scrimmage, and they're over on the bench, and I'm encouraging the guys to look each other in the eye and say, BG, you have got to run back in transition for us. And when our guys tell each other the truth, love is not about like, pat you on the back and say you did a good job when you didn't. Love is caring enough to hold you accountable, to push you harder than you've ever been pushed. Like, that's love. Love is a real thing. Love can be a ferocious thing. It's really true, guys.
Can I practice it?
Yes.
You really sucked at the last outro.
I did. It was bad.
But I love you anyway.
It was not good.
Right? I was real with them.
We're going to work on that because there could be some teaching part of that, but that was a good beginning. I'm proud of you.
You like that?
The best part of that was he looked at you dead in the eye and said, I'm not willing to accept the premise of that question.
Well, that's how Coach's game.
Listen, it's a little different.
Every time Coach's name comes up, I get in a full sweat, man.
You have the nightmares of when you played for him.
One of the things that I thought was interesting today at practice was you said we set the record for most threes made in Kentucky history last year, and we're going to break that record this year.
Yep.
When I look at this roster, I don't see the same number of shooters that you had last year. Talk to me about that.
It gets me so excited that you say that. So, we track every shot all the time, everywhere, in practice all summer long. And so, if you looked at where our guys were week 3 of the summer, you might have been like, oof, I'm not sure we're going to break that record. But today, as of today, in last week's work on court, we had 6 guys above 70%. So we were dancing around with 2, trying to get to a 3rd early in the summer. Now we have 6, and then we have a 7th that's been dancing at 69%, 68% for like 3 straight weeks. We're going to have 7 guys over 70%. And that translates the game. It always has for us. It translates the games. And these guys are earning it. We've had really humble guys that have been willing to just take our very basic but important shooting cues and actually incorporate them in what we do. Jasper Johnson for the first time was a 70. Right. And you guys, I've always talked about him as the most dangerous scorer. Wait till this guy's consistent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait till he's putting up 75s every week. Then it's a different story. Then it's like, this guy is going to kill you. And so I'm so proud of him because for him to take his natural instincts and then be so disciplined to put up a 70 for his first week ever of the whole summer. And now I'm telling you, he's going to roll through 70s. Like, he's going to live there. And it's because he's been willing to be disciplined. We're going to shoot the ball, and we're going to shoot it great this year. It's going to be fun.
So we came from Louisville yesterday.
Yeah.
They're really good.
They're good.
Really good.
They're really good.
I mean, I think we got them ranked 6, Kentucky 7.
Yeah.
both top 10. It's been a while
Yeah,
since this rivalry has been, I mean, you know it better than anybody.
I think Indiana's going to be good too.
Indiana's going to be very good. What does it mean for college basketball to have both of you guys this good? And again, we need some more hatred between you and Kelsey too.
Oh my! You don't understand the level of hatred that we have for each other. I mean, this Pat Kelsey. Have you been in his room?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he has pictures of me just
throwing darts, throwing darts at you.
So listen, it's great. I'm telling you, college basketball is great. Like when the Knicks are great, the NBA is good.
Yeah,
right.
That's been a long time. It's been a long time.
But it was how fun it was last year. It was so fun.
It was.
And so like Louisville is picking it up, which is so awesome. Indiana's going to pick it up, which is so awesome. Like I think North Carolina is going to be better this year, which is so awesome. I think Virginia is going to be better this year. Like. When those heart of this cluster is great, the game is even better, right? Last year, the SEC was just like
a monster.
I mean, we've never seen a league like it ever in the history of college basketball, and that was a great answer for college basketball. It was so fun, and we're going to have this kind of heartland revival right now that I think makes the game so much better with these incredible fan bases, and I love it. It's awesome, and it's good for college basketball, and it's good for us.
How much fun is it going to be to have the different lineups that you can go to with Lowe at the 4 sometimes, and then Andrea Yelovich at the 4
Andrea
sometimes.
was a 77 this last week.
Wow.
He's shooting the living daylights out of the ball. And Mo is this unbelievable. My whole thing for Mo is just dribble it more, please. Will you just take more dribbles? Just dribble it more, cause more chaos. And so he's done an unbelievable job kind of as a KDA guy now, but he's just barely starting to scratch the surface of being a KDA guy crossing the midline. But he's a problem maker off the bounce and with his physicality. He's also, I'm telling you, he has a chance, him and Otega, and maybe, this Collin, Chandler defensively. We have some guys in here that want to guard. Cam Williams has got a chance to be an elite level, quiet, numbers defender. So, I kind of jump from guy to guy, but I'm certainly excited about some of the options we have at the 4 for sure.
So,
Brandon Garrison might be able to play a little bit of minutes for us at the 4, right? He's passing it at such an elite level.
It really feel like he took a leap on that end.
Yes, he has.
Last season.
And so it's interesting because he's been bouncing around. After week 2 of the fall, he was at 47% of his possessions were turnovers. That was not great, but it's because he's still in the growing exploration phase. And then he had back-to-back practices with donuts on Friday and Saturday, and that's how he is. He's taking a huge jump now. He's going to rein it in, still with the same skill. He was unbelievable passing the ball today.
So we were with your guy Mark Fox last night a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
He was telling us a story. He's so overpaid, by the way. That raise, ridiculous. Anyway.
Can you believe that I get to have Coach Fox on this staff?
It's unbelievable.
What a blessing. I kid you not. This staff is unbelievable. And Foxy, first of all, because Foxy is the one guy that'll come in the office and be like, Coach, you have lost your mind. Get yourself together. Right? It's awesome. Have a guy like that on your staff is a gift.
Listen, he hired you, begged him to come on his staff years ago, right?
That
At
was
Georgia.
a long time ago.
When
he kept
you're
telling
in med
me,
school.
No.
You're in
He's
med
why
school,
would I ever
right?
do that? Yeah.
3 years? You had done 3 years in med school?
My 4th year. Yeah.
You're in your 4th year. You're almost ready. You were going to be a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And we want to find out, would you have been a good doctor or not? We're going to find out right now, Mark Pope.
I would have been a disaster.
We're gonna check it out.
But no, this is my game. You know what I'm saying? I trained every morning in medical school.
We got operation here for you. Okay? Operation here for you.
Look at this. I'm going to hold this mic and I'm going to
You can do them both?
Yeah, look at this. Watch it.
Look at this steady hand. Okay. This is crazy.
Okay, but
all right, we got that one over there. We got this guy.
So I'm operating on the bear. Can you see this?
Yeah, we got you in the bear.
Look at this.
Wow.
Come on.
Look at that. Wow. This is impressive.
See, the reason they kick me out is because I would take this and I'd just throw it. And they'd be like, that's not sterile.
We got the rubber band.
Ooh.
See what you can do with the rubber band.
It's a little bit of JQ.
A little tough.
Now I'm feeling nervous because the good thing is we haven't even, actually, they didn't even turn on the game.
Oh, man. I just want to.
I'm going right here. So my daughter, Avery, is one of my heroes in life. She is serving an 18-month service mission in El Salvador. Okay. Which 10 years ago, El Salvador was the murder capital of the world.
Take it back.
No,
We're good.
I was.
You wanna get it?
Because I was going to do it's not really the appendix, but it's close.
We got you.
And so she called us 3 weeks ago.
First call since you left?
No, we get one call a week.
Oh, you do?
One call a week.
Okay.
And she called us 3 weeks ago, and she was in the emergency room, and they were doing an emergency appendectomy in El Salvador.
Oh,
which you guys can imagine the terror. Right?
Oh, man.
And I'm telling you, you talk about gratitude. So, and the thing is, there's no option. There's not time for us to fly down. There's not time for us to fly somewhere else. She can't get on a plane and fly here. It's like, this is the only thing. And so I got on FaceTime with the surgeon, and he spoke terrific English, and we were able to go through everything. Just enough, I don't know enough, but we were going enough where it's like, it's going to be okay. And he was a veteran guy, and he'd been taught a long time ago. And it just makes you, like, this is so random, but you talk about the gratitude in Leanne and my heart for these medical professionals that are in tough places in the world that are like, you know what, we're going to take care of people in emergency. I mean.
So everything went well?
Yeah, she's come back, and she's just as salty as ever. She's wonderful. She's just like, she's making a huge difference in the world right now, and she's healthy, and I'm grateful.
No, you got it. 3 girls? 3 girls.
4 daughters.
Four girls.
4 daughters.
4 girls.
4 daughters. Shay's gonna be mad at you that you
got one. I got one, and man,
it's
one
heaven.
Stuff. I don't know how you did 4.
Daughters.
They are.
There's nothing like it.
Nothing better.
It's
nothing better. All right, we're gonna finish with some. We've done this with Matt Painter. We've done this with Pat Kelsey.
Dean Mellman.
I don't know if you saw this.
So hold on. Dean Mellman. I don't know if you saw this. I just as my dean of the medical school at Columbia.
Oh, okay.
You saw that.
You did it.
Still got it.
You did it. We don't know if it was on or not, but you did it. You did it. Didn't beat. We've done mean tweets.
Oh yeah.
So you know mean tweets?
I love mean.
Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you'd enjoy this.
I
right?
love them.
So we got a couple up on the monitor for you right now.
Can I read them however I want?
Read who it was from when it comes up and read it.
Here comes McBride. Here comes McBride. Fire Mark Pope. This guy is a joke. Hashtag trash can Tucky. I've never heard trash can Tucky. Here comes McBride.
All right,
I do like
that. One. Let's keep them rolling. We got about 5 here. Here we go.
What is up with all the Fire Mark Pope? Fire Mark Pope. There, I said it. He's done less with more than any coach I can think of. And this, I got to respect the name, from Salty Mammoth. Was it Salty Mammoth?
Salty Mammoth. Yeah.
I like Salty.
Yeah.
Salty is like my new word.
You enjoy
this team is Salty. I love it.
They're kind of fun.
I tell you, no, but I'm telling you why I love it. I love that people care so much. I love it.
There's so much I want to fire you.
Okay. Oh, this is good.
This is a good one.
This is okay. You know that there may be some difficult emotions here because this is from Call the Hogs at HogFan567. Tons of love for you, brother or sister. Doesn't Mark Pope have someone's grandma to go FaceTime after this L? That's good.
That is good.
Twitter unbeaten. Please give me a.
All right, we got one more. One more. Here we go.
Okay, this is from, I don't know who this is, Jeff.
Is this true?
Jeff Goodman at Goodman Hoops.
This is made up.
The name picking up steam for the San Diego opening is Utah Valley's Mark Pope. Not sure about that one. That could be a big mistake, Jeff Goodman.
Hey, all I know is, and I said this on KSR this morning, when the Arizona opening came up,
Yeah.
what happened?
That was pretty.
Right?
Arizona. That's a pretty interesting.
My alma mater.
Situation. Yeah.
Who did I want to get the job? When it looked like Tommy wasn't going to get it for a minute.
But you like Tommy, and Tommy's the right guy for the job. And there were some genuine conversations happening, but like the right person got that job. He's killing it there.
And the right person got this job.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Listen,
Mark, let me end it with this. So when you came down to Peach Jam, you signed something for my son, right?
Yeah.
And apparently my son and you guys are like best friends now. So he wanted to give you a signed card of his own.
Oh, that's
cool. So he hasn't decided if he's going to be an NBA player or a Major League Baseball player yet.
Pushing for the league. Can we see
So you got
this?
baseball and basketball. Up here. Camera's up here.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. There we
Signed
go.
cards.
Look at this. Oh, I'm in the light.
Chase Doster. There he
Look
is.
at that.
As long as Daddy doesn't coach him, he's going to be just fine.
Chase is my guy, man. Like, I've already started legally in all the legal ways recruiting him. All the legal ways.
Are there really any illegal ways anymore?
The rules change so fast with 10-year-olds. How old is he?
10.
10. He's 10. They change so fast.
Listen, we'll be back for more of day 4.
Can I say this before we get off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me just say this. I'm going to give you guys this field of 68 is like, I've told you this, it's, I don't know if you like CNN or NBC or MSNBC or Fox.
Yeah.
It is like the greatest gift to college basketball. And I hope you guys know that. Like, and you guys crush us sometimes, love us sometimes, whatever. That doesn't matter. The fact that you're telling the story about what these guys are doing, man, and you guys are relentless. And I just, as a fan of this game, and now we're trying to find a way to take care of this game right now. I cannot tell you how grateful I am to you guys. Like, I'm so grateful for everybody in this group. The fact that you're just telling the story, like the story every single day. So thank you
make
for
it.
doing that.
Listen, I'll say this: you make it easy.
Yeah, appreciate
you make
that.
it easy. You know, you just have a way about you. I've said this all day.
Yeah.
The authenticity and the passion and the, positivity, which we know I need some more of that in my life that you bring.
Has anyone ever used the word curmudgeon?
That's perfect.
Is that true?
I've heard that.
Because I don't think that's you at all. I think you do. I think there is joy exploding.
Of course
out
there
you.
is.
Yes.
No, I
passion.
love this game, and I love what we do, and the opportunity to go on a road trip like this with Rob, with Dagan, with Trevor, and Connor, and tell the stories and talk to these kids at Indiana and Purdue and Braden Smith coming back to school and making some money to be able to do it. It's great. Yeah. Louisville, Kentucky, back to back. Listen, I'm here. I'm in.
You are here.
I'm in Lexington.
You are
and,
here.
And it's good. It's nice.
Chase, come on, I'm coming for you, baby. Chase, I am coming for you,
offer,
Kentucky.
Chase. Right there, your first offer.
You guys.
We'll be back. Coming up next.
As you know by now, we have teamed up with BetMGM again this season. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we will have special offers for Field of 68 fans, including same-game parlays, best-in-class live betting, and daily odds boost. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD to get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app, you sign up using bonus code FIELD, you deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game, and you receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Make this college basketball season one for the history books. Make it legendary. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today.
Athlete AI is the story of the athlete. And every athlete deserves to have the story told. Under the lights and in the spotlight. This is your moment, your rule. Download, capture, create, share. Athlete AI. Your name is True.
There is no sport in America that is more difficult to follow than college basketball. It can be overwhelming. That's where the Field of 68 Daily comes into play. The Daily is your go-to source for injury updates, recruiting news, and transfer portal additions that actually matter. For just $50 a year, get access to the same information that your favorite team's coaching staff is subscribed for. Quality content can be hard to find in the college basketball space. The Daily is here to help you with that. Welcome back to the final day of the Field of 68's college basketball road trip. We're live here in Lexington, and we are now joined by Jaland Lowe and Dioubate, two of the touted transfers coming in to Kentucky in this year's transfer class. Gentlemen, what's going on, man? How we doing, Jaland?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
How's it going?
I'll be a lot better tomorrow when I don't have to see this guy every day.
It's been a long trip. But it's fun. I mean, fun getting out and seeing you guys, and it's just weird. It's weird. I saw both of you guys last year.
Yes, sir.
ACC Media Day. I saw you plenty at Alabama, and now you're at Kentucky. And when I look at this team, I'm saying to myself, man, it's like a plethora of riches. Like, you guys just have two of everything, or even like different types of players at the same position. You both come from pretty good programs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right? When you look at this, what stands out about this group, Jaland?
I mean, just the way that it's a bunch of selfless guys, and it's all super talented. You know, sometimes when you have a lot of great talented guys, they don't seem to mesh well together just because of egos and, you know, just people wanting to be the man. But with the team that we have right now, it's a collective effort of just wanting to win. That's all it is. And we figured out and we're learning how to play with each other and find our strengths and weaknesses and just grow on that. And I mean, the group of guys that we have right now, it just shows on and off the court that, you know, it's all about winning here, and we're really deep.
Yeah, Mo, Pope was just on here, and he was talking to us, and he was saying, I wanted to be more aggressive offensively. I wanted to put the ball on the floor. I wanted to drive. I wanted to think he could score. That's not really the role that you necessarily played last season. What does it mean when you hear that coming from a coach like him?
It means a lot to me because I know the work that I put in at the end of the day. You know, I know how much trust that coach puts in me. You know what I'm saying? Every day in practice, you know, he keep telling me to be aggressive, stay aggressive, play off 2 feet. And I think, you know, in order to be a good player, you need a coach like that and instill confidence in you. So I think it's only going to get better from here on.
It's nice when they tell you to shoot more, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Is part of why you came here because of that, in a way? Because, again, I think a lot of people question, right, how good are you offensively? Just because you haven't done it a whole lot. But Mark Pope's obviously a coach that in his career has had so many good offensive teams, so many good shooters. So in a way, it's almost like it makes sense.
I think it gave me the opportunity to grow my game as a player. You know, he's gave me an opportunity that I always asked for. And, you know, now that it's here, I just got to take advantage of it.
Jaland, we talked with him as well, and he said that you're one of the 70% club, I think is what they call it, making 70% of your threes during a week of practices, right? If you go back and look at your numbers from last season, you weren't shooting 70% from three. We don't have to talk about what that number was, but it wasn't 70%. How much are we going to see an improvement there, and is it going to look a little bit more like what you were as a freshman?
I mean, I have confidence in myself. My coaches have an immense confidence in myself. My teammates do as well. And I believe it's going to only grow. That's my mindset. I just know with the group of guys that I have, the shots will be a lot easier. Just working on my game in here, you know, with the coaching staff and the people around me who I've got, they've really helped me expand my game and, you know, just be more as consistent as could be.
Will it be a little bit different, the role that you kind of play? I feel like last year at Pitt you were on the ball and it was kind of, all right, we're going to give it to him, we're going to put him in the ball screen, and we're going to let him go figure it out, whereas here the ball's popping a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll be able to do a little bit of everything here where it's, you know, if you need a spot up three, I'll be there. If somebody wants to take, you know, a couple handoffs, a couple pick and rolls, I mean, be my guest, please. I think I've done a lot, but at the same time, I'm still doing the same thing that I've always done. I'm just being the point guard that I am, but also at the same time, just doing the little things that help expand my game.
Well, taking some of the pressure off other guys too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Otega said it already. He's like, man, having Jaland just makes my life so much easier. I mean, you're a scoring point. I mean, that's really what you are, right? Like if your team needs you to score, you can score. If your team needs you to set, you know, guys up, you can do that too.
Yeah, he's more than a scoring point guard.
Yeah.
You got to make that clear. You know what I'm saying?
No, but like what I'm saying is he can do everything.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing is what your team needs, you can do. And the great part for you is, I mean, you're going to have so many weapons around you.
Yeah.
Like
so
you look around and you're like,
it's crazy.
How do I keep all these you know, mouths fed, right?
Yeah.
Keep everybody happy.
That's a challenge for me every day.
It probably is, right? I mean, more than anything is just like, how do I make sure, and again, when guys get hot, make sure that you know, you keep getting them the ball.
Yeah.
It's almost like your mind has to just keeps going, right?
That's the job, though.
Yeah.
That's what they put in the description for a point guard, and
no doubt.
I'm loving it right now.
Yeah.
So both of you guys came from good basketball programs, right? But it wasn't necessarily the same as coming to play basketball for Kentucky in Lexington, right? You probably saw with the football players when they were at Alabama, right? What has that adjustment been like coming to a program where you are now, like you're the superstars here?
Yeah.
You're the NBA players in this town, right? How have you adjusted to that?
Pitt, right. Come on, let's face it. In Alabama, it was football.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like totally different for you guys.
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle for sure. Like, you know, even though I came from Alabama, you know, we got a lot of love and appreciation from the fans and the people, but, you know,
It's always going to be number 2.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Kentucky is just basketball. You know, they live and breathe basketball. So it's a different feeling. You know, you feel like the main characters. Yeah.
I mean, it's completely different for me, and I never really expected it. I always, see Kentucky growing up. Just great basketball team, great basketball players, the people around. But when you're actually here and you're surrounded by the fans and the people, it's second to none. Like these people are amazing. We love their support, and that's another main reason why I feel like Kentucky wins a lot. It's because we pour our hearts onto that court because these fans pour into us. So at the end of the day, I mean, it's an amazing and cool feeling to have these fans with us.
No, it's a crazy home court advantage. I mean, you've seen it. You've seen it up close, and obviously Pitt and Alabama have good crowds, but not like this. Yeah. Is there a Raising Cane's in Lexington?
You remembered. Yes, there is a couple Raising Cane's. So if they want to, NIL is a thing right now.
He's working it. These guys know.
Yes, sir.
That's all they eat sometimes.
Love it. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Mo, I want to know what you consider yourself for your position, for what player you are. Like, what role are you? Give me a definition for it.
I think I'm a wing. But I could really do everything. On the floor, kind of. I could do a little bit of everything. Defensive player as well. Good offensive rebounder. Could guard different positions. Good cutter, slasher. I could put it on the floor. But I think I'm just like a combination of different players because I've always been put in different positions throughout my career where I had to play different positions. So I just say I'm kind of an all-around player.
So you're a basketball player.
He's a basketball player. He's a basketball player. I'm thinking right now if I can even put a name. Like I'm thinking 2K right now. You know how you generate a player and stuff like that. You can't really put nothing on Mo right now.
Yeah. I'm just a hooper.
Who's a guy that maybe we don't know as much about? I mean, because again, you're so deep. Give me somebody that maybe we don't know as much about, that you didn't even know much about, that all of a sudden you're like, wow, all right, he's going to play and he's going to impact the team this year.
For me, I feel like even though he was on the championship team, Denzel Aberdeen, I played against him my freshman year in Barclays, and playing against him that year, I felt like even just then he was a guy that, had a real special talent. And even though he wasn't able to display it all last year, he still embraced his role and did very well. But the way that he's playing right now and the way that we see his talent is emerging right now, it's incredible to see. And I'm super happy for the season coming up for everybody to see that.
All right, I'll end it with this, Mo. We have a long month coming up. Next month, we have 16 media days that we're going to have to be at. It's going to be in 8 different cities. It's going to be a lot of work. I've heard that you're the motivational speaker on this team. Can you give us a pump up?
We need something.
I need some motivation to get ready for a month of nothing but media days.
Okay, so you need like encouraging words.
I need encouragement. Yeah. I need a lot of motivation.
Funny, Coach had me say this in the huddle after practice, but what can I say? I say. Don't count the days, make the days count.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That was good for the situation. You got 16
right,
days.
exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That worked.
Yeah.
That worked perfectly. All right. What deems a successful season for Kentucky basketball this year?
I mean, we've all had a collective thought, and that's a national championship. I mean, we're all on the same
Number
page.
9 is the assignment.
Yeah. Right behind.
It's on the flag right over there. Come on.
Yes, sir. Right behind us. I mean, we've all said that that's the goal. We know what's in mind, and we don't want nothing short of that. That's what we're aiming for, and so that's the goal right now.
Do you guys care? Like when we talk about the payroll of Kentucky, everybody talks about it now. Everybody kind of knows it's number 1 in the country, NIL overall.
Supposedly.
Right. We haven't confirmed it. We don't have your bank account numbers or anything like that. But does that bother you at all when you hear that and people talk about Kentucky being number 1 in that regard, or is it irrelevant?
We honestly don't care about it for real. We just we don't even talk about that kind of stuff. We talk about everything else outside of that. You feel me? But it's just a distraction at the end of the day from what we want to do. So
it's funny because I thought when NIL came in, I thought it could be an issue even in the locker room. Right? Like guys, NBA, everybody knows what everybody's making, everything like that. In college, I don't know how much you guys even talk about that or no, but it doesn't seem to really, again, the season hasn't started. Certainly it's a little bit different with playing time and everything like that, but it seems like, again, the chemistry, even last year, of teams didn't seem, and you were in two different spots, wasn't affected with that.
No, I just believe that, if you're surrounded by the right guys and you have the right intentions and everything be fine, that's just outside noise. Of course, it's a blessing with the NIL that they're providing for everybody. But at the end of the day, if you just surround yourself with the right people and the right culture, we focus on the right things.
All right. Well, listen, fellas, it's great to catch up.
Yeah.
It's great to see you again.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck this season. When we come back, we're going to be hearing from Brandon Garrison here on the Field of 68's College Basketball Road Trip.
Do you need your fix of college basketball analysis at the end of every night during the season? If you crave instant reactions and informed breakdowns, make sure you tune into the Field of 68 After Dark every night with access to the biggest stars in the sport and a cast of characters that includes the likes of Tyler Hansborough, Randolph Childress, John Fanta, John Henson, Terrence Oglesby, Jarrell McNeil, and many, many more. The Field of 68 After Dark is where college basketball happens.
Athlete AI is the story of the athlete. And every athlete deserves to have the story told. Under the lights and in the spotlight. This is your moment, your room. Download, capture, create, share. Athlete AI. Your name is trending.
As you know by now, we have teamed up with BetMGM again this season. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we will have special offers for Field of 68 fans, including same-game parlays, best-in-class live betting, and daily odds boost. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD to get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app. You sign up using bonus code FIELD. You deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game, and you receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Make this college basketball season one for the history books. Make it legendary. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today.
Well, welcome back to the Field of 68's College Basketball Road Trip. It is day 4. We are almost done here in Lexington, Kentucky. We're now joined by Brandon Garrison. And BG, you're one of the old heads now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that a different feeling, being the veteran, being the guy that's been around, being the guy that has the experience? Now you got to tell all these other guys what it's like playing for Mark Pope.
Yeah. So it is kind of different. I was a younger guy last year, so I was looking up to all the veterans. Now, Braden, all the Jasper, the younger guy looking up to me. So it's a different role. I think I gotta take this.
How has that kind of changed what you do day by day in practice?
Oh yeah, just lead them more. I gotta explain to them, Pope's offense and the defense and just the college feel. So just taking that leadership role and explaining them so they get the feel of the game.
What is maybe the biggest thing you learned from, Amari, Andrew Carr? Like, those dudes were old.
Yeah.
They were old. Like, what's the one thing that you took from watching them last year?
How they came in day by day, especially Andrew. I feel like he didn't take no days off. He had the same attitude, same energy every day, and that's something I feel like I need to improve on. I feel like just talking to him, and he helped me with that. And Amari, just his physical presence, bang with him every day. He a great defender, so he helped my offensive game, just going against him. So I learned a lot from him.
It felt like throughout the season, you could really see you starting to understand the offense and understand the progressions and understand and process the game a little bit better. Now you're coming in year 2. When Coach Pope was out here, he was just raving about how well you've been passing over the course of the last couple of weeks in practice. Does it feel that's a different role than you've had to play before you got here to Kentucky, right? Does it feel like you're kind of figuring that part of it out?
Oh, yeah, for sure. just having a lot of great shooters on the team this year and last year, and I feel like being able to be a passing big always been part of my game. So, just growing on that and keep on achieving on passing, I'll say.
How do you, and when we look at this team, we see, and we were talking about it before we jumped on here, so much talent, so much depth. Whether it's in the perimeter, it's like 7 dudes in the perimeter. You don't have JQ back yet, but when he comes back, you're going to be loaded up front. How do you go about processing that of like, well, I want my minutes. I'm going to work my butt off because I want to play. But obviously it's your team too. Yeah. So how do you, like, what's the mindset there?
Oh, yeah, just like you said, you still got to go out there and fight for minutes so you can show coach you can be on the floor. But at the same time, I got to realize you don't be, like, selfish about it, just still do team things and just go out there and bring what you got for the team, I'll say.
What's going to be the one thing that we see from your game this year that maybe we're not expecting? Have you added anything in the offseason?
Yeah, I feel like my overall game expanded, just, scoring more, defensive presence, and just my overall game, I feel like, be shown this year.
Can you be a little bit of the Andrew Carr role last year? Like when I picture what you guys are going to be this season, is kind of like you doing the same stuff that Amari did, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of the 5 role, the distributor. But I feel like you got a little bit more in your. You could space it a little bit. You could shoot it a little bit. You could be a little Andrew Carr.
Yeah. So I had a lot of meetings with Coach Pope, and I just been shooting a lot of threes this year.
Are you one of the 70% club?
We're working on it.
I think he's close. I heard that. He's right there.
Yeah, still working on getting up a lot of threes. just working on my game when I got free time. Before practice, after practice. So just keep getting better.
Are you the guy that's at like 68, 69, 69.5%? Is that you that just can't quite get over the hump?
Yeah. So I'm trying to break that so I can get up there in that 70 club with the other guys that's in there.
The best advice I could give you is don't listen to him when it comes to shooting a jump shot.
Very true. Very true. What everybody's talking this year about a national title. Last year, what were you guys talking about in the preseason? Do you remember? Because I think players always say it.
Yeah.
But did you think it was attainable last year at this time? Like, what's the big difference between coming in the preseason a year ago, overall the team, and now?
Oh yeah. So last year, we was all new. So Coach Pope was just giving us his spiel of when he had his time here, how much it means to the fans to go get number 9. So I feel like day one he hit us. We got to go fight for a banner number 9. For the fans, it's gonna mean a lot. And then of course this year we had a great job getting to Sweet 16 last year, but we trying to go get that banner this year. So he been on that a lot, and I feel like that's been a major point of this.
Does it feel different? Does it feel different to you in terms of just kind of the, hey, we got a chance this year, where maybe last year it was like, I don't know,
Yeah, for sure. I can feel it this year. It just the guys really trying to get it, getting after it. It means a lot to them. So we've been getting after it in practice.
Do you feel it externally too? Because last season it was, you win some games, there's the excitement. Everyone's happy that it's new, it's a different program, it's a different way of playing that maybe Kentucky fans want to see a little bit more of. Whereas this year it's like, we already saw that. Sweet 16, won 24 games, right? Did what you did in the SEC play, top 10, top 15 team all season long. Bring all these pieces back, spend all this money in the portal. You got dudes like Jaland and Moe and the rest of these guys coming in. So now if it's just a top 25-ish kind of season, like now it's not excited about it. That's like, okay, well, what happened here?
Yeah, like you said, I feel like the coaches did a great job adding on players like Moe, all the freshmen, Jaland. I feel like they did a great job handpicking those guys. I feel like we got a special team this year, and we needed those guys so we can go out there and show them what we can do.
Who's been the big personality that's kind of come into the program that maybe is good for the locker room, good for the culture, making everyone laugh?
Oh, yeah, I'll say Jaland for sure. Yeah. He got the PG mindset. He always make sure we locked in the locker room. He the loudest one. Weight room, he made sure we get going early morning conditioning. He made sure our mindset right. So I'll say Jaland Lowe for sure.
So what's it like being a young dad? I hear you're loving it.
Yeah.
How old now?
He's 1. He turns 2 in October. So it's been great. Everything I wish for in him. I'm doing this for him, and it's just been a blessing ever since he got in this world.
What's been the most rewarding thing so far? Give me a moment or something.
Yeah, so when he first started talking, every time you see me say Dada, and that's just his
pretty cool.
Yeah, some kind of way. So every time I see him,
that won't get maybe it'll get old when he starts asking for money.
Yeah,
but right now, man, enjoy it. Is it hard though? Like in terms of again everything you do, right? Got to go to class. Got to be here. Got to be a dad. I mean, it's a lot at your age, right?
Yeah, I say it's a lot, but I try not to put a big load on myself. Coach Pope, he really helps me with that. Just help me out in different ways so I can handle that. But I feel like it's been working out for me and not stressing me out. So it's been working.
Yeah. You said the most rewarding part for me. The two most rewarding days of being a father is when they were done with bottles. And when they're out of diapers. Those are the two most rewarding days.
Still got time. I know. Still got time for that, but it does. It's fun.
Are you good at changing diapers?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm a pro at it now. It's simple.
Takes a while, but man, I don't want to ever change another diaper. No, that part I don't miss.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw you working with the other fives today, right? It was you and Reese and Malachi. What can we kind of expect to see out of those other two guys? Because I feel like everyone's talked about you, we've talked about Jay, and those two have kind of flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, I'll say, Malachi and Reese, I feel like they bring it every day, and they help me get better, and I'm helping them get better, and they always got a positive mindset, and I feel like they'll help this team a lot. They might not be getting talked about a lot, but as soon as the season rolls around, they'll be getting talked about a lot because I feel like they're a big piece of this team.
I didn't realize how big Malachi was.
Huge.
Yeah. He's a monster.
I know for sure.
Got Amari last year, Malachi this year. It's like
Reese also big too.
You got to put on some, even more weight, right, to be able to bang with those two. It's no, this team is loaded, man. This team is loaded. You guys are going to be fun to watch this year.
Well, listen, BG, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, sir,
it's great to see you. Hopefully, you'll be out of diapers soon enough to be able to move on from
trying
that.
to potty train.
Coming up next here on Field of 68 College Basketball Road Trip, we're going to hear from Jasper Johnson, the local freshman.
As you know by now, we have teamed up with BetMGM again this season. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we will have special offers for Field of 68 fans, including same-game parlays, best-in-class live betting, and daily odds boost. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD to get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app. You sign up using bonus code FIELD. You deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game, and you receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Make this college basketball season one for the history books. Make it legendary. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. Would you be surprised to find out that the Field of 68 is home to more than 35 podcasts? More than 25 team-specific podcasts that are hosted by the people that know what fans want the most. The Goodman and Humble podcast, the DTF podcast, the A10 Insider podcast, and the Mountain West podcast. But wait, there's even more. The Field of 68 will be launching the ACC Insider podcast this year. Subscribe to this channel and come along for the ride.
Athlete AI is the story of the athlete. And every athlete deserves to have their story told. Under the lights and in the spotlight. This is your moment, your rule. Download, capture, create, share. Athlete AI. Your name is True.
Well, welcome back. Day 4, the Field of 68's college basketball road trip. We are in Lexington, and we are now joined by one of Lexington's own, Jasper Johnson. Jasper, first of all, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for allowing us to come into your hometown and visit and showing us around.
Man, no problem, man. Yeah, come anytime.
Why didn't we get a whole scouting report of, like, restaurant? We're going to get it from you for next time, all right? Restaurants, everything, right?
Yeah, we need it. We need it. So
now he can afford to go to the really good ones. NIL. That's the beauty, right? Growing up here, a lot of them you might not have been able to go to as a kid, but now you can go wherever you want.
Yeah, he's picking up the check next time then, right?
You're picking up the check.
So what is it like, Lexington kid, you grew up in Lexington. You grew up a Kentucky fan. Probably a little more football than basketball because of family ties. Talk about that here in a little bit. But now you're wearing the uniform. You're wearing the jersey. You're in the practice gym. You are a part of this program. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. A long time coming. Since a little kid, been dreaming about moments like these. Maybe having an opportunity to play for Kentucky. Now that I'm here, it's an amazing experience. So I'm just grateful and blessed to be able to put on this jersey and represent my city and my state.
What was it like when you got that offer when they called you? Did Cal offer you, or was it Cal did? What was it like when you got that call and it was like you have an offer to play for the University of Kentucky?
It was a big moment for me. Kentucky has always been my one of my dream schools. I remember after one of my EYBL sessions, my junior year, I came back to Lexington for a week. And Coach Cal knew that I was coming back, so he called me to his office. So sat down with him, had about an hour-long conversation, and he ended up offering me. So it was a very big-time moment for me. I was very excited, happy for myself. But it was a great feeling.
So it really doesn't matter who the coach is, right? Cal, you commit to Cal, Pope takes over. So if I was a coach, would you still have come to Kentucky?
Maybe.
He wants to win games, Goodman. He wants to win games.
That's very true. I don't know how many games we win with me coaching, but what type of player, for those, you're the only freshman we're going to have on today. What type of player, describe your game, because out there, again, I've seen you play AU ball, but a lot of people that are watching right now have not seen you play.
Describe my game? Yeah. I say electric. I know I'm a scorer is my main ability, so I know Coach will be looking for me to try to put the ball in the rim. But a lot of players on my team that I've been talking to say I have a really scrappy game. It's shifty, kind of creative type of game. So that's really how I describe myself.
Yeah, I think you're smooth. When I watch you, I say, he's a smooth player in terms of how he gets to the basket. And I think you can score from all three levels. Again, the hard part for this team, freshmen, right now, freshmen, it's harder to make an impact now because it feels like everybody's older around college basketball. How do you find a way to get on the court right now? What has Pope told you that you need to do in order to be able to get on the court?
My main focus has been putting on weight. Coach Pope has been really big about me eating multiple meals a day. Trying to get stronger.
What are you at? What are you at now?
Right now I'm at about 190. He's trying to get there. Yeah, so I've gained probably 10, 15 pounds since I come back from Switzerland. So that's been a good thing. But yeah, guarding the ball, that's a big shift from high school to college level. Being there on the catch and things like that. Being in the gap, not knowing the play doesn't stop when the ball's not in my defender's hand, something like that. So. Really just the defensive side of the game is really what I've been trying to focus on. I know I can score the ball. Our offense is fit for a player like me. That's a big reason why I came here. So it's been coming pretty easy. So I'm just learning that as well. But yeah, mostly defense is my main focus to try to get on the court.
Yeah, I think one of the questions that some people had with you coming here was, is he going to be able to shoot it well enough to play guard in the system? And Pope told us that you came in and, maybe it wasn't quite what he wanted, but you're part of that 70 club now, right?
Yeah,
so you finally got there. Yeah. So how much work have you been putting in on that shot? We're talking like how many shots a day?
Yeah.
And how rewarding is it to see that start to pay off like this?
Yeah, there's a lot of work going into it. Just the other day, this past weekend, I know I have to get to 70% staying on my workout. So I was around 68, 69% for a long time, but I just couldn't leave until I got to 70. So just repping it out, I know it'll pay off. It's been, helping me in practices, owning my shot, staying in my shot is something that Coach Pope has been preaching to me about. And just trying to wheel the ball into the rim as much as I can by owning it. And, that's really a big factor in my work. A lot of hours, a lot of shots, a lot of reps with the managers. They've been helping me a lot, staying extra hours with me, and I appreciate them for that, and it's been helping me a lot.
What has surprised you the most about Mark Pope now that you've been here every day?
Yeah, what surprised me the most is his consistent energy. I remember being in high school, I was recruited by head coaches, but I never really realized how much work they put in. It seems like he's flying here or flying somewhere else every other day, and still having to come in and do long practices with high energy, and missing out on his family and stuff like that, going to recruit and have meetings elsewhere. I never realized how much energy, and effort goes into it. So, that's something that surprised me.
You think you're the only one he's seeing, right? And then you're like, he's going everywhere. Especially last few weeks when they're allowed to go out and do visits. It hasn't. I thought it was much easier for coaches in a way because coming out of the pandemic and you're not recruiting as many high school kids as you used to. It's more transfers. Some of these coaches are still going out just as much, and then obviously they're going to have to deal with the portal as much, from the moment their season ends in March or April. It's crazy.
It is.
So when you look at the depth chart that Kentucky has, you're in the backcourt. Jalen Lowe's there, Otega's there, Denzel's there, Cam's there, Collin's there. Am I missing anyone here? I don't want to leave anybody out. Cam, Trent's there.
So many dudes in the perimeter.
Yeah, so you've got like 6, 7, 8 guys that can play there. A lot of freshmen, even if they were local kids, would see that and say, nah, you know what, I'm going somewhere I know I'm going to be able to play 35 minutes a night right off the bat. Why Kentucky despite all of that?
Just knowing the culture of this program. There hasn't been too many guys, have averaged crazy amount of points and stuff like that, but still have an opportunity to go into the NBA. I know Coach Pope, he told me he was trusting in me, just wanted me to trust in him as well coming into this. I know I can will myself in, work really hard and earn as many minutes as I can each and every day in practice. But like you said, we have a lot of great guys in the backcourt, but I know how our play style is. All of us will have our opportunities, so I'm not really too worried about that. I'm just can control what I can control and, go on from there.
When's the last Lexington kid to play at Kentucky?
Do
you know?
I don't even
Has there
know.
been one?
Yeah. I think some older player
really?
Back in
because I haven't since I've been covering it. I don't remember anybody coming out of Lexington.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Are there D1? I mean, not a lot of D1 players come out of Lexington, right?
Not a lot at all. But
Is that why you went to prep school?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, it's a good competition in Kentucky, but not a lot of exposure. Right. So, going to other areas in basketball, seeing other cultures, going to where there's other top players in the country. Like people say, iron sharpens iron. So I know leaving home will prepare me for moments like this, going into college where I'm on my own and have to figure things out.
So you do your own laundry now that you're back home? No, you don't. No, you don't. Who you kidding?
I go to my mom. My mom does it for me.
You should. Come on. You're home.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Take advantage of the things you have here.
Yep.
Take advantage, man, because you're not going to have that forever.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
so we mentioned that you have family ties to the program. Your dad played football here, and your uncle played football here as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
How did you end up being a basketball player? They didn't let you get pads?
That's what I'm saying.
Not big enough. You just got to 190.
Big. Yeah, my uncle's big. They're D linemen.
Yeah, and you didn't get that.
I ain't getting no weight. I don't know what it is. Me and my brother both
They make fun of you?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
They do. Yep. My grandmother, she's like, Jasper, you don't eat enough. You never eat enough. Like come over. Like, I want to feed you. So I actually went over to her house not too long ago, and 2 nights I had gained like 7 pounds. Just eating all day. She just feeding me food.
What's the meal of choice there?
Oh, definitely pancakes.
Pancakes, really?
Pancakes. Yeah, I love breakfast food, so she'll make me pancakes.
Pancakes will put on some weight. You eat enough of those, you'll be good,
That's
right?
the wrong kind. That's the kind of weight you put on, not the kind of weight he wants to put on.
All right, we just got to put on any weight right now, right? Any weight's good weight right now, Jasper, right? Doesn't matter.
So now that you're here, who's been the one guy that has kind of surprised you that maybe you didn't quite realize? Oh, he's got more to his game than I thought he did.
Honestly, everybody. Seeing everybody on video, it's always different coming in person. I could really go down the line and say something good about everybody. Everybody is defensively athletic. Communication is very good. All of our guys are very committed. Like, it seems like we're learning on the fly. Our chemistry's been building. So, honestly, everybody has surprised me in their own ways. I can go down the line.
Last one for me. Give me a player that's the best comparison for you. For and I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's like anybody else. But like, if you had to say, hey, I have a game that's kind of like this guy, who would it be?
A lot of people tell me that I play a lot like D'Angelo Russell, which I can see that. I've worked out with him a couple times. He's also from Kentucky, so I've had a relationship with him for a couple years now. So
he's from that other, the bad city, right?
Yeah. He's from the other city, but yeah, definitely him. I see similarities in our games, in our frames as our pace, like you said, a smooth type of offensive game. So definitely D'Angelo Russell. That's
a good one.
So you grew up in the rivalry, right? A lot of people that are playing here come to the rivalry. You grew up in it. Is it weird now to be like a part of it and not just looking from the outside?
Yeah, it is. It's a game that I've been watching, my whole life, both football and basketball, knowing how crazy the city of Lexington and just the state of Kentucky gets about that game. The build up to it is always fun to watch it, and now it's going to be crazy that I'm going to be a part of the game. So I'm just very, very excited for that.
Do you have are there people around here that are Louisville fans?
Yeah.
A bunch in Lexington?
In my family, honestly.
Really? No.
Like my dad's side of the family is all Kentucky, but my mom, her side is all Louisville. So
how's that
my
gonna
mom's
go?
a Kentucky fan, big Kentucky fan. So
how's that going to go?
It's crazy. They are. Every time I go to a family function, Jasper, I wear your name, but I'm Louisville. I'm all the way Louisville, and we gonna beat y'all. Nah, it's back and forth all of the family reunions.
That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty fun.
Hey, listen, Jasper, it's great to see you, man. Appreciate you jumping on.
Sir.
Put on some weight for us, okay? We want to see you out there thriving.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Thank you.
When we get back, we have Collin, Chandler, and Cam Williams coming up next here. Field of 68 College Basketball Road Trip.
As you know by now, we have teamed up with BetMGM again this season. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we will have special offers for Field of 68 fans, including same-game parlays, best-in-class live betting, and daily odds boost. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD to get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app, you sign up using bonus code FIELD, you deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game, and you receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Make this college basketball season one for the history books. Make it legendary. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FIELD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. The college basketball season will begin right here on the Field of 68. At 8 a.m. on November 3rd, we will be tipping off the inaugural Field of 68 opening day marathon. 15 hours of non-stop basketball. It will begin in Rock Hill, presented by our friends at Visit York County. Plan your itinerary today at visityorkcounty.com. Winthrop will face off with Queens in the opener, followed by Bradley taking on St. Bonaventure. Then we head out to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where it'll be presented by Sanford Sports, who is changing the way people play and making sports accessible and fun for all. Murray State gets Omaha at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, with Drake taking on Northern Arizona in the second game in Sioux Falls. Then it's back to Rock Hill for a showdown between Furman and High Point, with Merrimack taking on South Dakota State in Sioux Falls in the nightcap. Tickets for all 6 games are on sale now at the links in the description below. Field of 68 opening day.
Well, welcome back. Field of 68's college basketball road trip, day 4 here in Lexington.
You're not tired, are you?
I'm exhausted.
This is it.
I'm exhausted.
You guys are our final interviews of the 4-day trip.
Saving the best for last, huh? You guys better bring the heat.
That's right.
You guys better bring the heat.
So,
we are. Can I introduce them? Collin, Chandler.
Thank you.
Cam Williams, gentlemen, it's great to see you. I want to start with this, all right? So, Cam, it feels like you are a little bit of the underrated guy, the under the radar guy, the guy that maybe people haven't seen as much. So, Collin, I want you to give us all a scouting report on Cam and what he can do and what he's going to bring to Kentucky.
I wish that BBN could have been at practice yesterday. I don't know if people have talked about it, but it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. We were just going up and down. It was probably 10 possessions in a row. We found Cam for a 3, contested or not, and 10 in a row. Probably had 30 points straight. Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow.
Hopefully the tape will be out soon.
They'll make sure the tape gets out here. Trust me.
So he's a shooter.
Yes, shooter.
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 I've heard that a few times. What did you shoot last year from 3?
42.
Did you expect to go in and do what you did last year at Tulane?
Honestly, no, not at all.
Really?
I was. They always said that freshmen didn't really play.
For Ron Hunter, only 4 freshmen, I think, in his lifetime have started. One of them was his kid, RJ.
So like
trying to remember the other ones. I don't
who was
remember.
the?
But they were really good. Like it's like a big time list of players.
Yeah, I just really had to work hard for that spot. You know, credit to them too, because they everything that they told me on my visit, they held up to it, and I'll definitely keep that relationship with them for the rest of my life. You know, I was 18, made a decision for that, and they took me in and really gave me what like my first year of college was supposed to be like, and I'll never forget them.
I think that the way that you did it, the way that you went through the process, is something that we're going to see more of from players that maybe aren't quite. If they want to go to the high major level, they could be the 9th, 10th, 11th man as a freshman. Why not go somewhere a little bit of a lower level, go out there, do what you did, showcase what you can do, and you get that opportunity to go and earn yourself a little bit more when you get that sophomore year paycheck. And it seems like it worked out pretty well for you.
Right. That, their play style really fit kind of what I like to do. Obviously, you said shoot threes and stuff. And assistant coach Sean and RJ, his son, they really were trying to recruit me, get there, tell me that the way that I play would basically fit their play style perfectly, and it did, and they brought me here. So trust the process. You don't have to go to the big school. The name, I noticed that everybody kind of goes for the name and don't really play. So I really feel like kids in our generation should, go where you're gonna play, where you're gonna fit, and then if you really don't get your dream the first year, it's all right. Everybody has their own race, so just take your time, stay patient, and you'll be good.
It's a good transition, what he just said for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were highly touted. I remember watching you 4 years ago down in Birmingham at an Adidas tournament, and man, you were fun to watch. And did a mission, gone for a couple years, committed to Pope at BYU.
I did, yep.
Followed him here. Played last year, probably not as much as you would have preferred, but you're shaking the rust off too from being able to do a whole lot 2 years during the mission. What was last year like for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, out of high school, we talk about names of colleges. I wanted to play for Coach Pope. That was my big thing. It just so happened that he was coaching an hour from my house. So I knew that coming out of high school, I wanted to play for him. And so 3 weeks before I got home from my mission, that's when the news came out that he was going to be here. And I just knew, even from years ago, that's what I wanted to do, was play for Coach Pope. And so coming here, I mean, it was obviously tough, not playing, not
an hour from home.
Yes, of course, yes, being away from home, but also just the toll that it takes on your body to not do anything for 2 years was hard, and it came with a bunch of baggage that was good for me, I think. Really? It was definitely a learning process of patience and of putting a lot of confidence in myself to come back, and so that's what I felt like last year. And now I feel great and confident and ready to go.
And married,
yes.
That's why he's feeling good right now. He's got somebody really supporting him, and congrats,
true.
man.
That's true. That was
when did you get married?
In May, about 4 months ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So at this point last season, you were like 4 months into turning yourself back into an athlete, right? Yep. How much different do you feel physically? How much are you caught up back to the speed of the game? Like, how much more do you feel ready to play this season than maybe you were last year?
Yeah, well, it's not even close. I think so. I didn't play at all last summer because I was ramping up and I wasn't cleared to play 5-on-5 or anything. And then I came back in August and hurt my hamstring, which had me out for another 8 weeks. So I don't even know if I was playing until this time last year with the team. And so that has been a huge difference, is I've just had all this time to play and get reps after reps. So this summer has been great for me. And coming back after having a full year of knowing the terminology that we use and knowing what we're going for as a team has been big for me to grow and help these guys get to learn it as well.
What's it been like watching him? He's like talking to a 40-year-old, right? Like, it just feels like he's a man who's been through a lot, and he has, right? Life experiences, all of it. Again, learning last year, probably not going into it understanding what it was going to be like.
Definitely not.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were thinking, I'm going to come back. I'm going to be that one guy that 2 years off, it's not going to affect me. What's it been like watching him since you've been here?
Collin, he's one of our leaders, one of the vets of the team. People who, freshman transfer, we didn't really understand the system at first. And he was one of those, along with Otega and BG, kind of, making sure everybody was on top of, learning the terminology and stuff. And watching him work hard every day, or watching everybody work hard every day is great to see. But him specifically, he always comes in with a smile, always ready to work. I've never really seen him have his head down, or when things are going bad, he's never negative. He's always confident, always telling everybody, keep your head up, next play. And every team needs somebody like that on their roster.
When you committed to Tulane, who were the other schools recruiting you at the time?
It was Louisiana Lafayette, so UL, George Mason, and it was Hofstra in New Jersey.
So when you put your name in the portal and you see, that's an 859 number, that's Mark Pope popping up on your caller ID, what was that moment like?
It was crazy because whenever he first called, I didn't answer because it was a different zip code, and
that's spam call.
Right. So I was actively working out anyway, so I was just looking. I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. But then I called back because my agent was like, you might want to pick that up. so then I called him back. It was a FaceTime call, and I was like, and he had the UK shirt when he FaceTimed me. I was looking at him. And he was just like, Cam, what's going on? And I was just surprised because, when I was younger, I looked at a school like this, and I was like, I want to go there. But, high school, I was kind of overlooked, under the radar, like you said. Mm-hmm. So I just thought that, the opportunity never would come back kind of thing. But then it's like a full circle moment. So then whenever he told me, we want you here, probably a week after that call, I told him I was coming here. So. Yeah,
because you were one of the first big commitments out of the portal. It was.
We were still in the tournament. I remember when we saw Cam was on. Yeah,
they were pre-gaming for the game.
Yeah,
I called him something else coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Collin, when a year ago now, what was the vibe like around that team compared to what the vibe is like compared to this team right now? Do you remember?
Yes, I think it was a little bit different because pretty much everyone was new coming back except for Jackson. So that was one thing, is we were trying to get our feet under ourselves, as well as I think the coaches as well. They were all new and trying to figure out the whole Kentucky thing and what it's like being here. And I just feel like everyone's just locked in now on what we're trying to do. There's not so many, I wouldn't say distractions, but so many things going on to where we're locked in, know what we're.
That's
what we
interesting.
Have to
I didn't think about that, but you're right. The coaching staff last year was their heads are spinning,
right?
Because they had moved
and they had never coached. I mean, right. Coach Feger and Coach Pope had worked together, but everyone else was new as well. So it's just been very smooth this year in what we're trying to do.
I want both of you guys to answer this. Who has kind of been the surprise for you? Maybe when you're seeing them work out and you're seeing them in practice and be like, I didn't really expect him to be able to do that. He's better than I thought he was, better than I realized. Can I give you mine before you guys answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
But Braden Hawthorne, I did not realize that he's built different. Yeah. Now he needs to put on a little bit of weight, but he's a guy where he's got some real potential to be something special.
I would say that's, I think, the obvious answer for all of us is Braden, just with his build and his abilities. Another one for me is Malachi. I think has been great in picking up what we're doing, and his grit and his energy that he's brought has been really impressive to me. So that's my answer.
For me, I'll go with Jaland. Lowe. He's my opinion.
Smart pick because he's the one who's going to be giving you the ball.
Not even like that, but in my opinion, definitely one of the best guards in the country for sure. He definitely best playmaker. He understands the game on a different level. Always know where everyone is, where to put everyone in each spot. And I watched a couple games of his last year, and like on TV, I'm like, yeah, he's nice, but then we actually playing, and it's way different. So that'll be my pick for sure.
Right. Well, listen, guys, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you coming out. This is it. It's over. The Field of 68 road trip is coming to an end. Hopefully, all three of these guys will be able to get home safe. Can you? I feel like you're the mature one here, right? Can you please tell Connor right over here, no more speeding, drive under the speed limit?
Come on, Connor. Let's go. You got precious cargo.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Got to be careful. Got to be careful.
Well, we'll be back later on this month. We have a whole series of media days that we're going to be doing, more than 16 of them. We're going to be in 8 different cities. It's going to be crazy. You'll see something coming out on that. So until then, for Cam Williams, for Collin Chandler, for Dagan Hughes and Connor Harrigan, Trevor Verlies, and I can't wait to get rid of this guy, get away from him. I need a break. Field of 68 road trip.